Greetings to all of you in the name of Jesus. In my language, we say Jai Masih ki.
Jai Masih ki.
Yeah. So I'm thankful to God. Once again, He bring me here. And also I'm thankful Pastor Richard and Brother Noah who went to India and they encourage in my son's ministry there. And also I am thankful to all of you who are praying for us and who are helping us in the Lord's work. And so I'm very thankful. God is great. Nothing impossible to Him. And let me share something. And always, if you are strong in your faith, God will honor your faith. You understand my pronouns? Okay, thank you. Because this is not my language. If you will not understand, it will not my fault. But you pray for me, so you will understand. And I started my ministry, you will surprise, less than 50 cents. And I had lot of problem when I got married. I have lot of problems. If I would not a pastor, I could kill myself. And I went to my church. That time I was another church, not this one. And I was preparing the church building. That was not complete. It was like 4 feet higher. And I went there and I knelt down and I said to God, God, you can solve my problem. If I kill myself, then I will go to hell. So this is not good. And I cry. I did not tell even my wife. And God heard my prayer. And that month was December. But Hindu lady, he was in New York. Before time, she was in India. And when my wife did not get the marriage that time, she helped her too much because she got the love marriage there. And the Indian people, especially the Hindu people, they hate the love marriage. They have arranged marriage, arranged by parents. So, and when she was pregnant, my wife helped her too much. Those people, they came to America. And they remember, because my wife mostly used to take them to the church. So they liked that church. So when they saw the churches, and they remember my wife. And they said, let us write to the Shobha. My wife's name is Shobha. And so if she come here, then we can go to the church. And they send the Christmas greeting cards. And they said, you did not keep in touch, otherwise you would be here. If you would like, then we can help you. I said, okay, so God choose the fool man while I have not food to eat. And if I think about America, it was the foolish thing. But I saved 1 or 2 rupees. I prepare passport for my wife. And again, I saved that money for the visa, and I wrote them, and they sent the sponsorship letter. And so I sent my wife to Delhi, and she was sitting there. My brother-in-law, my wife's brother, he had one office, nursing bureau, who need the nurses, and they call there, and who need anything that they call there. So my wife received one phone call, and they asked if you have Christian lady or if she have passport, and if she would like to go to America, and she need to work on the doctor shop, and also she would cook the Indian food. My wife received that, and she went there. So they selected her, and they wrote the name, because before time they send the sponsorship letter, only they had to write the name. So they put the name, and they put jewelry and everything. They took the embassy, and my wife got visa. And he took here in New Jersey, and they were in New York. Again, they met there. And in this way, so she came here. And my Bible college principal, I called him, we arranged the gospel meeting. I said to him, my wife in America, so please, if you know any address, so somebody can send the sponsorship letter to me, then I want to go. And he said, Pastor, you should go there. Otherwise, you call your wife. That is not good, you alone, or your wife will stay alone. I said, okay. So he gave me one address that is called Ashland, Virginia camp. They have camp. Now it is running on. And after here, I will go to there to attend that. So I wrote them, and they sent me the sponsorship letter and invitation letter. And I prepared my passport, and I went to the embassy, and I got, make short, and so I got the visa. And I came to America, and I met to my wife. And so many people, they suggested us, oh, you both are here. So it is good. If you stay here, you can make good money, or you can get the visa, a green card. And then you can call your children, and they will enjoy here. Many Indians, they encourage us. I said, no, I don't want to leave the Lord's work. I will go to India. And I went to India. I said to my wife, I'm going to India because I started God's work there. And she said, okay, I will come after you go. When I came to India, my son was Salim Singh, who is working there. And he was sick, like operation. He need. I said, God, you heal my son. And God heard my prayer. I called my wife. And she came there. She came. After that, we have no any other source of income. But we were praying. And little by little, in 92, I went to Canada. I met to an Indian brother, and he took my address. And when I was in the problem, and God spoke to him, and he sent one letter. My church has decided we will support you by $100. And I gave thanks to God, and again I started. So long story, so I don't want to share. So nothing impossible to God. Now my older daughter in Colorado, and she established here. She got the green card, and my all children then can come if they would like. So nothing impossible to God, because Bible says, when God open, nobody can shut. But God shut, nobody can open. So in this way, nothing impossible to him if we are strong in our faith. So today, this is my not language. Please turn with me, Luke chapter 18. Luke chapter 18, and verse from 35 to, somebody please read up to 43, end of that.
18, what is it again? 18, what verse?
From 35.
35 to the end.
Yeah.
Luke 18, verse 35 to the end. This is the blind man receives his sight. And the title of Shalem's, or of Molly Paul's message is God opens everybody's eyes. God opens everyone's eyes. Then it happened, as he was coming near Jericho, that a certain blind man sat by the road begging. And hearing a multitude passing by, he asked what it meant. So they told him that Jesus of Nazareth was passing by. And he cried out, saying, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. Then those who went before warned him that he should be quiet. But he cried out all the more, Son of David, have mercy on me. So Jesus stood still and commanded him to be brought to him. And when he came had come near, he asked him, saying, "What do you want me to do for you?" The man said, "Lord, that I may receive my sight." And Jesus said to him, "Receive your sight, your faith has made you well." And immediately he received his sight and followed him, glorifying God. And all the people that they saw it gave praise to God.
Here, we will see here, he was blind. Nothing he could see. And second thing, he was born in a poor family. That's why he was begging. If he had born in a rich family, then he would not ask the alms. So these things were there. And his eyes were closed, but thank God his ears were wide open. That's why he heard the noise. Because when Jesus was going, and a big crowd, a multitude was following him. Who were they? Please turn. Matthew chapter 4 and verse from 22nd. Listen please carefully, because this is not my language. I want to give you some points. Yeah. Matthew chapter 4, and please somebody read loudly so they can understand.
What verse do you want me to begin at?
22nd.
27, okay. Matthew 4:27?
Yeah, 22nd, from 22nd, yeah.
There's only 25 verses. Oh, 22 to the end, okay.
22, yeah.
And immediately they left in the boat and their father and followed him. And Jesus went about all Galilee, teaching in the synagogues, preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing all kinds of sickness and all kinds of disease among the people. Then his fame went throughout all Syria, and they brought to him all sick people who were afflicted with various diseases and torments, and those who were demon-possessed, epileptic, and paralytic, and he healed them. A great multitude followed him from Galilee and from Decapolis, Jerusalem, Judea, and beyond the Jordan.
So this was a crowd, in that crowd, who received the healing from him. And many people were there, devil-possessed, and also blind, paralyzed. All kinds of people were there. And Jesus healed all of them. And so that's why they followed him. And here I think there would be like the issue, the blood of that sister. Maybe because they were sharing the testimony, that's why he heard the noise. She would be saying, "Oh, I was so issue the blood. I had lot of money, 12 years. I spent the money to the doctors. I went to the many doctors, and they took my money, and they could not do anything for me." And also, they were saying, "Oh, when I left nothing, and I was still sick, and I heard the same Jesus who is going ahead of us. I went to him, and I touched his garment. I healed there. That's why I'm following him." This same Jesus who is going ahead of us, and when I touch his garment, I receive what doctor could not do, and within few minutes, I received the healing. Maybe another one, that one saying that one man was blinded, the devil blinded his mind. When you can read at home, Mark chapter 5, and his family, they bound by chains, shackles, but he broke down because devil blinded his mind. Nobody can stop him. And he was living in graveyard. He was living in graveyard. And he was cutting himself by stones. And his condition was very bad there. And suddenly Jesus reached there. And he said, "No, but I don't want to leave me here. I'm here. Okay. But he was hurting himself. He was hurting himself, cutting by stones. Jesus saw his condition, and so he compassion on him, and he rebuked the devil. Jesus asked, how many? They were legal. More than 2,000, because Jesus sent into the swine and the pigs. So 2,000 pigs had died there. And so he was in right mind. That's why he was following him. So they were sharing their testimony. And also maybe the blind man, one blind man, and John chapter 9 you can read at home. And he was sharing his testimony. Oh, I was also blind, and so I tried to, I heard one day he came into my village. I heard his voice. Somebody is coming here. His name is Jesus. If anybody go to him and he solve his problem or their problems. So he heard and he went there. And so he spake on the ground and made the clay and anointed his eyes and said to him, go to the Silo's pool and wash them. Wash it. And he went, he was saying, I went there and I washed. What he said, I did. That's why he opened my eyes. Now I am following him. That's why I am following him. Many of them, the paralyzed man, maybe he was saying, I was lying down 38 years and I was waiting my chance. The water was shaking the right time, any time. But he was waiting, but no chance because he was paralyzed. And Jesus came there and he saw his problem. And so he said to him, rise and take your bed and go. And I trust on him, and I did. When I did, I am okay here. That's why I'm following him, that Jesus. So many of them, the devil possessed and other people, they have a big problem, and Jesus all healed all of them. So they were sharing their testimony. So that blind man, he heard their testimony and he encouraged in his faith. Oh, if he can open this person's eyes, and the same Jesus can open my eyes too. If he can solve this lady's problem, and the same Jesus can solve my problem too. And also he was saying, so he followed and he began to cry, Jesus, the Son of David, have mercy upon me. And he cried. And there were two types of people. Some people, first party, they were telling about Jesus, the miracles, or his power. And second party, who were going ahead, they said, you should keep quiet. Because they were going ahead. They were not following him. And so who were going ahead, many people think, oh, Jesus will follow us. And they don't want to follow him. So Jesus will not go after you, but you should go after him. So in this way, but blind man, he was thinking, if today I should keep quiet, then whole life I will be blind. So no, let me tell my problem to the Creator, who is healer. I got the nice chance today. If I may miss the chance, then whole life I will be blind and I will be the beggar. I don't want to do this work of this job. I want to come out from that position. So he all the more, he thought this is the right time to cry unto him. So this is the right time, cry unto him. And so he cried, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus heard his cry. Jesus heard his cry. Oh, somebody is crying. He needs something. And he came there and he asked, what do you want me to do for you? And he could say, Jesus, I heard you made the very beautiful this bird. Many people, they talk about the flowers like green, white, black, blue. But I could not see anyone. I don't know what is the difference between white and yellow, or black or red. I heard you made the very beautiful word, but I could not see anything. And and I heard many, you made the animals, but I never seen what is the difference between elephant or camel. What is the difference between cow and a buffalo and other things. And I heard you made the words. I do not know what is the different in peacock or the vulture. He was saying, I want to see. Even I did not see my mother's face. I could not see my father's face. I could not see my brother or sister's face. Even I heard people, they see the mirror so they can see their own picture, own face. But I never seen my face. Even I do not know what type or what color I am wearing the garments. So he said, oh, Son of Jesus, you take out from this problem. You solve my problem. And he did not say, oh, Jesus, you deposit that lot of money in my account so I can keep the servant and who will take care of me. And he did not say it like this. And he did not complain. These young people, they deceive me, go this way, and I fall down. So you kill them. No, he did not, because he was not greedy. He has no bitterness. His heart was closed only. I want to see you. Jesus, I want to see you. I want to be blind anymore. I don't want to do this business. This is not good business. I don't want to be depend upon the other people. I want to walk myself, and I want to do the work. And so he said, and Jesus said, okay. So Jesus said, receive your sight. And when he opened the eyes, first he saw the Jesus. First Jesus was standing before him. First he saw Jesus. Then he could see everything clear. Then he could see his mother's or brothers or crowd's face who was worshipping him, who were sharing their testimony. And so now he also followed him, and he began to praise him and worship him. And he followed him. Why he followed? Because he received the miracles. When we receive the miracles, we should follow him. We have to go after him, and we have to obey him. What he says, we have to do so everything. If we follow him and what he will say, if we do, then we will receive our miracles. So if we need the miracles, we have to trust on him. And we need to tell him, Jesus, I need these things. I don't want to live in this position. I want to leave this not right business. And again, he did not go there to ask the alms or begging. And he left place and he left everything and he followed to Jesus. So, if when cry unto him, we tell him our problem, we tell our position, and if he hear our voice, and he will answer our prayer, and he will solve our problems. Then after that, the blind man did not say, okay, Jesus, now I'm going, Tata. No, he followed him. So we need to follow Jesus. Then he will bless you. He will solve all the problem. Always, whenever Jesus went, the crowd was following him. Why? They received the miracles. Jesus did something in their lives. Jesus changed their lives. Jesus changed their thoughts. Jesus changed their business. Everything. That's why they were following him. When Jesus changed our life and when Jesus changed our problem, then we have to follow him. And then we have to obey him. So may God bless you. I don't want to spend lots of time.